Well, all right. Welcome back to As It Should Be. Paul Bertolino here in the world-famous As It Should Be studios. And, well, today I am doing a track versus track. And, well, I am at last doing one that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And that is Van Halen. Debut Van Halen. Van Halen's first album from 1978 versus Van Halen 2 from 1979. Yeah. Now, for quite a while, I wasn't doing it because they don't have the same number of tracks. Well, this was back when I was doing, basically the proper original version of track versus track, the way Ralph Vieira does it, which is, in the order, the running order of the albums. Well, now, since I'm doing the track ranked version of track versus track, I decided, well, you know what? I'm going to do Van Halen 1 versus Van Halen 2. Yeah, my two favorite Van Halen albums. Let's see how it goes. And like I said, I've ranked the tracks on each album. The first album has 11 tracks. Van Halen 2 has 10. Okay. And VH1 versus VH2. All right, so coming in number 11 on Van Halen, we'll call it 1. Van Halen 1. Okay, I have Ice Cream Man. Yes, I have Ice Cream Man all the way at the bottom, ranked at the very bottom. I know everybody loves Ice Cream Man, and Ice Cream Man is great. I just don't love it as much as I love the other tracks. Now, see, I'm talking about the first Van Halen album here. No matter what song I put at the bottom, I'm putting something really fucking amazing at the bottom. Like this is an album full of great tracks. So any track I put at the bottom is going to be a great track at the bottom. And that said, I have Ice Cream Man at the bottom because I loved it a lot more when I was younger. I've kind of gotten, I'm not over it because I still like it. It's still great. I just don't love it as much as I used to. When I was a kid, I loved it. And now it's just like, feels a little played out. And but still great. Okay, and that isn't going up against anything because there's no 11th track on VH2, so we'll go up to number 10, and what I have at number 10 on VH1, Eruption. Yeah, Eruption, the second track, the game-changing Eddie Van Halen guitar solo that basically introduces you to the decade to come. I mean, pretty much right there. That's right there. Like he's handing you basically the future of music right there in one little 1.5 minute piece. And I only have that only down at number 10. Well, it ranks low, I guess, because it's not a song. But I mean, Eruption is obviously, revolutionary. And anyway, well, that goes against what I have at number 10 on Van Halen 2, which is Spanish Fly, which is the unplugged version of Eruption. Yeah, I mean it's acoustic Eruption basically, and what do I prefer? What I'm going to give it to? Well, I mean that's pretty easy. Yeah, I mean come on, Spanish Fly is great and all, but come on. Yeah, I'm giving that to Eruption. Yeah, no problem. All right, so coming in number 9 on VH1, I have Atomic Punk. Yeah, the second track on side 2. And, a great one. Yeah, come on, man. Atomic Punk is, fucking rocks. Okay, and that goes against what I have at number 9 on VH2. The opening track, You're No Good. Van Halen 2 is an album, unfortunately an album that is dragged down by its opening track. I don't really like Good that much. I mean, it's okay. It's some weird cover that seems kind of odd. Like, why is like Linda Ronstadt had a hit with this song, a few years prior. Why is Van Halen opening an album with a song that Linda Ronstadt had like an AM radio hit with in the mid-70s? I don't know. It seems odd to me. And honestly, I like the Linda Ronstadt version more. Yeah. I don't hate this version, but it's just a really terrible opener, and it's easily my least favorite song on Van Halen 2. And, God. Yeah, I'm giving that to Atomic Punk by 10,000 miles. Yeah. Okay. All right. So coming to number 8 on the first album, I have On Fire! Yeah, On Fire. Yeah, On Fire. That oh shit. That's the final track, right? That's the last track on the album, and well, that goes against what I have at number 8 on VH2. Women in Love. Oh, which is the penultimate track. It's the second to last track on VH2. Oh man, okay. Now see, On Fire. That is a fan favorite. And it is a kick-ass track. An absolutely kick-ass track. I think most people would probably rank that song a lot higher than I have ranked it. And you would not be wrong. For me, I think it's a really, really kick-ass, just balls-out song. I love the vibe of it. I love the sound of it. I just don't think the song is that great. It's really the only thing that really holds that track up for me is just the overall just sound and vibe of it, and just the kick-assness of it. But the song itself, they have better songs. It's great though. Yeah, but man, I'm going with Women in Love. I really am. Yeah, I think most people would probably go On Fire. I'm going Women in Love. Yeah. All these crazy women. Yeah, I love Women in Love. Women in Love feels like a little dark horse-ish for this album. You know what I mean? I feel like this is one of the... Well, I did rank it only number 8, and I was going to say it's one of the best tracks on the album. I guess I'm kind of contradicting myself. But you know what? This is a great album, so the stuff that I have towards the bottom is still great, except for No Good. But yeah, whatever. Anyway, so I have Women in Love on that. All right, so coming in number 7 on VH1, I have Jamie's Crying. Yeah, the opening track on side 2. Now, this is also one of those tracks that I loved way more when I was young. Like, when I was first listening to this album, this was kind of neck and neck for the top spot, really. This was one of my very favorite, arguably my absolute favorite song on this album. When I was like, how old? When I was really young, like when I was like 12 or, whenever, 10. And it's still great. It's a really great Van Halen pop track. I mean, this is a great Van Halen pop track. They're coming right out of the gate with really great catchy pop tracks. I just don't love it as much as I used to, so I have it down number 7. Coming in number 7 at VH2, Bottoms Up. Come on, baby, bottoms up. Oh man, yeah, Jamie's Crying versus Bottoms Up. Ooh, that's pretty easy. That is pretty easy. I'm going Bottoms Up. Yeah. Jamie's Crying is fucking great. Have always loved it. Bottoms Up. Come on. All right, so coming in number 6 on VH1, I have I'm the One, which is the last track on side 1, correct? Yeah, and that goes up against what I have at number 6 on VH2, which is Out of Love Again, which is the final track on side 1 for that album. Man, Out of Love Again versus I'm the One. Ooh. Oh, shit. Ooh. I'm the one you love. Come on, baby, show your love. Oh, man. Come on. Ba-ba-da, shoo-ba-doo-wah, ba-da-da, ba-ba-da, shoo-ba-doo-wah. Come on. But, man, Out of Love Again. Don't. Ooh. See, now we're getting into the hard stuff. Now we're getting into the difficult stuff. Ooh. Okay, I gotta go I'm the One. I'm going I'm the One, but just barely going I'm the One. Out of Love Again, it almost took it, but I'm gonna go I'm the One. All right. Okay. All right, it's coming number 5 on VH1. I have Feel Your Love Tonight. Oh, man. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. Oh, man. Now, you want to talk... Now, that... I honestly... I think... I want to say that Feel Your Love Tonight... I mean, if there's such thing as a dark horse track on VH1, I think that's it. One of my favorites, but I feel like that's one that probably gets sort of glossed over a little bit. If you're going to gloss over anything on this album, that might be it. Love it. And that goes against what I have at number 5 on VH2, which is Beautiful Girls. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. Oh. Which I think is the last track on VH2, right? I think I should know this off the top of my head. It's not in order. Yeah, I think it's the last track. All right. All I need is a beautiful girl. Oh, Jesus. Feel your love tonight versus beautiful. Blah, blah, blah. I can't even talk now. It's another late night track versus track in the world famous As It Should Be studios here. So, man, I'm gonna go Feel Your Love though. I'm gonna go Feel Your Love. Man, that is close. Man, that's close. Again, just like the last one, I almost chose Beautiful Girls, but I gotta go Feel Your Love tonight. Okay. All right. Well, coming in at number 4 on VH1. You Really Got Me. Yeah, you really got me. The big Kinks cover, probably the first song a lot of people heard from Van Halen back in the day. This track has so many levels to it in terms of what's great about it. I mean, it's one of the best covers I think of all time, in my opinion. I mean, the Kinks is one of my favorite bands. I love their version of You Really Got Me. I think I love the Van Halen version more, and that's probably because the first version I heard was the Van Halen version. But, I mean, talk about turning a song into your own. Like, they made that song their own. Van Halen was really great at making songs their own. Anything they covered, they made it a Van Halen song, period. And this is no exception. But also, Over the Edge. Anybody who's watched the movie Over the Edge, this song is featured pretty prominently in that movie, and it takes me not only back to first hearing this song when I was young, but also hearing it on that movie, and it just takes me into the movie. And in that movie would be a really great place to be. I'd like to go there, please. Can we do this? If anybody can make that happen, you've got a time machine or a something machine that can put me in Over the Edge, let me know. All right. But anyway, You Really Got Me versus what I have at number 4 on VH2, which is the opening track on side 2, Light Up the Sky. Oh, man. Light Up the Sky versus You Really Got Me. Well, this is simultaneously difficult and easy. Light Up the Sky is fucking badass. It is easily one of the best songs out of all the songs on both of these albums. But I can't put it above You Really Got Me. I just can't. And Light Up the Sky absolutely annihilates. But You Really Got Me is just right here. And there's ain't nothing I can do about it. Whew. And then Light Up the Sky, yeah, that would win over a lot of these songs, but not this one. Okay, all right, well, coming in number 3, I have on VH1, I have the opening track, Running with the Devil. Yeah, oh, what a classic. What a Stone classic. Against, well, what I have at number 3 at VH2, DOA. Yeah, Dead or Alive. The second track, well, it says, I guess technically it's the third track on side 2 because it comes after Spanish Fly. But man, DOA versus Running with the Devil. Oh man, that is probably the most badass yet simplest riff in the history of all hard rock guitar riffs. You know what I mean? Just it's really, you couldn't get a simpler, more basic guitar riff than that. Yet somehow Ed manages to turn it into like one of the most badass guitar riffs of all time. But it's going against Running with the Devil. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, come on, I gotta go with Running with the Devil. I have to. And Dead or Alive, Jesus. again, one of my favorite songs probably in the Van Halen catalog, but yeah, it can't go against Run with the Devil. Okay. All right, well, there was a minute there early on when they were tied. Boy, they're not tied now. Okay, well, we have number 2. We're going to have number 2, VH1. Little Dreamer. Little Dreamer. Oh, fuck yeah. Little Dreamer, really, that's late in side 2. What is it, the second to last track on side 2? Is it before or after Ice Cream Man? I forgot. Anyway, Little Dreamer, honestly, I almost put it at number 1. That's how much I love this song. Yeah, Little Dreamer is absolutely just a stunning Van Halen song. And it's one of those great songs that manages to just completely rock, yet be beautiful at the same time. Little Dreamer is a beautiful track. Yeah, Van Halen has a beautiful track, and it's called Little Dreamer. And, well, anyway, that goes up against what I have at number 2 on Van Halen 2, which is Somebody Get Me a Doctor. Oh. Oh, man. Now, see, I'm expressing pain and anguish right now, not because this is difficult, but because I do not want to choose against Somebody Get Me a Doctor. But boy, am I going to. Yeah, Little Dreamer gets that. Yo, Somebody Get Me a Doctor is fucking awesome. But I love Little Dreamer more. Oh, man. Okay. Coming number 1 on VH1, I have Ain't Talking About Love. Yeah, God. I can't imagine. There's almost no more classic of a track from this album, or even from Van Halen. I mean, Ain't Talking About Love. Oh, God, that may be my very favorite Van Halen song. I'm not sure. I haven't decided this, but it could be. It could well be. Which doesn't bode well for what we've got coming up here, but that goes up against what I have at number 1 for VH2. Dance the Night Away. Yes, I have Dance the Night Away. Dance the Night Away is my favorite track on VH2. I know it's the big pop radio single, and it's a fucking kick-ass pop radio single. I love the hell out of Dance the Night Away. Ooh, baby, baby, won't you turn your head my way? Oh, yeah. You kidding me? Fuck me. But that against ain't talking about love? Ooh. I'm starting to question if Ain't Talking About Love is actually my favorite Van Halen song, because this is tough. This is tough. Talk amongst yourselves while I sit here and think. Dance the Night Away. Man. Come on. I know what I have to do here. I hate to do it because, man, do I love both these songs, but I know what I have to do. I gotta go Ain't Talking About Love. Yeah, I have to. Well, I guess, not unpredictably, Van Halen won, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for VH1 versus only 2 for VH2. Yeah, you know, I honestly thought Van Halen 2 was going to get more, but I guess Van Halen 1, there's no underestimating the punch, the powerful punch that it packs. Well, alright. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah. Well, what are you going to do? Alright, well, thank you everybody for watching, and thank you for subscribing if you have, but if you haven't, consider subscribing, and if you do, click the little bell, notifications, and my big salute to Ralph Vieira, who's the big track versus track OG, and I salute him. And we'll come back on Thursday because Crystal Durant and Tommy Von Boyd are going to be back here in the world famous As It Should Be Studios, and we are going to be discussing our all killer no filler albums. Yeah, we made our all killer no filler lists. I mean, maybe not our definitive list, but we each chose about 10 albums that we consider to be all killer no filler, and then we will be discussing the albums that shockingly do not qualify for that list. And in lieu of a worst of list, that's what we're going to have. And, well, that's going to be fun. Maybe come back and check that out. All right, I hope I'll see you then.